But first round of the night on time trials, ladies and gentlemen, give it up this evening. Quick time for Sammy Swindell. Sammy, we had a chance to talk earlier this evening. You guys thought you had things worked out from the last time. So far, so good.
Yeah, everything's going pretty good. That was the easiest part of the night because I got to go out with the whole racetrack to myself, and this heat will probably be the toughest part to get through. Just hopefully we can find the right holes, make the right decisions, and get up there in the top 4 so we can make a good run here in the main.
We talked about track conditions earlier this evening also. Is it going to work out to your advantage, disadvantage, or we'll see what happens?
Yeah, well, you don't know. It just depends on which way the guys in front, and if it's in this heat, if we can leave us a hole, we'll, car's definitely fast enough, we'll go through there. But, this will be the toughest part of the night, getting through this heat. So hopefully they'll give us room and we'll make the right decisions and just get right through there and try to get us a good finish here tonight.
Looks like the push trucks are getting out. Going to try and widen this thing up a little bit. Is that going to help you out in passing, you think?
Well, I wish they'd leave it alone.
We'll see what happens, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up. Quick time this evening, Sammy Swindell.
Knoxville, Iowa, are you ready? Billings, Montana's Doug Strong will bring the field around. He sets on the pole. He'll set the pace. Bob Altmaier, the veteran, outside of him, getting set to go to the white line. The pace begins to quicken. They work toward turn 4. Green flag. Oh, look out, Jeff Johnson, upside down. Johnny Herrera also involved. 10 laps to distance, top 4 cars transferring onto the feature, this time by green flag. Oh, Greg Hodnett threads the needle down into turn 1. Your race for the lead down the back chute now. Doug Strong off the throttle. Greg Hodnett with the advantage into turn 3 and 4. Here comes Jason Myers. Donnie Schatz in the second spot now. He'll look to the high side of Greg Hodnett. Greg Hodnett off the bottom of turn number 2, down the back chute. Donnie Schatz running second, Jason Myers third. Jamie Moyle now in the 4th and final A-main transfer spot. Brandon Wimmer, Robert Altmaier, and Doug Strong round out the field. Down the back chute, Greg Hodnett, the Apple cut number 12, shows the way as they work through turn 3, 4. Here comes your leader, Greg Hodnett. Donnie Schatz still running in that second spot now, works the bottom side of turns 1 and 2. Down the back chute, trying to close in on your leader. Hodnett goes to the bottom as well in 3 and 4, works up to the high side of 4. Down the front chute, it's Hodnett, Schatz, Myers, Moyle, Wimmer, Altmaier, and Doug Strong. This time by will be halfway home, 5 down, 5 to go. Greg Hodnett still showing the way. Donnie Schatz not able to make any gap, closing on your race leader. Your leader with the lap car ahead, Doug Strong, as they work down the front chute. Doug Strong, the lap car, works through the high side now. Here comes Greg Hodnett as well around the top of turn 2. Down the back chute, your leader goes to the high side in turn 3 and 4. Donnie Schatz in the second spot, stays on the bottom. He'll move to go around Doug Strong down the front chute, then back to the bottom of turn 1. Down into turns 1 and 2. Your race for the top spot still continues. Greg Hodnett shows the way. Greg Hodnett still showing the way, this time by. White flag will wave, 1 to go. Half a mile to go for your leader, Greg Hodnett. Donnie Schatz still running in that second spot. Jason Myers third, Jamie Moyle in the 4th and final A-main transfer. Heat race number 1 is in the books. Off turn 4, your winner, Greg Hodnett. Donnie Schatz comes home second. Jason Myers is third.
We're getting ready to go race. We'll send it back upstairs.
Thanks, Mike, as we get set to try once again here in heat race number 2. Skip Jackson now sent to the tail. Keep your eye on Lance Deweese. We saw him go right to the front on that last start. Now Greg Jones brings him once again down to turn number 4. Jones and Bruce Robenall take him down into turn number 1. Lance Deweese going right back to that cushion. Look at Deweese this time. Lance Deweese takes the lead, and here comes Shane Stewart now up to third, bringing Paul McMahon right along with them. It's Deweese, Stewart, Jones, McMahon, 1, 2, 3, 4 at the end of one lap. Shane Stewart now setting his sight on the 77 of Lance Deweese. Stewart now going to look to the inside. Deweese still on that cushion. Shane Stewart now drives right by Lance Deweese. You've got a new leader. Shane Stewart takes the top spot. Meanwhile, Skip Jackson from the back now battling with Brooke Tatnell for that transfer spot. Tatnell currently has it, but Skip Jackson not done battling yet as we go 3 wide briefly in turn 3. So it's Shane Stewart, Lance Deweese, Paul McMahon, Brooke Tatnell. Right now, those 4 guys blocked into the A main. Skip Jackson, Craig Kinzer, Derek Beckman, Greg Jones, and Bruce Robenall round out the heat race running order as we speak. But Shane Stewart now putting some considerable distance between he and that 77 car, Lance Deweese. Shane Stewart picked up a win here on Saturday night. He knows the fast way around. Finished second on Sunday night at the Tournament of Champions. Battle heating up for second as Paul McMahon now sticks the 11-8 to the inside of the 77 of Deweese. McMahon trying his best to get by Lance Deweese, trying to pick up a few additional points. Every position very important in these heat races. Brooke Tatnell running in that 4th and final transfer spot. Skip Jackson dropping back a little bit as showed a brief charge for that 4th spot, but Jackson now has some ground to make up for the 5th spot. And hang on, Derek Beckman. Doug Clark looks him over. You see the cone on the front stretch. That's where we begin racing, but Shane Stewart's on the throttle already. Stewart leads him down into turn number 1. Deweese goes to the top. Battle for that transfer spot. Keep your eye on that trio of black cars. Brooke Tatnell currently has it. Skip Jackson, Craig Kinzer trying to take it away from him. Race for second heating up as well. Paul McMahon now going to try the slide job in turn number 1. McMahon slides up. No, keeps it on the bottom. Paul McMahon keeps it on the bottom. Now goes up to block Lance Deweese. Takes over that 2nd spot. Paul McMahon to 2nd. Deweese now back to 3rd. 1 lap to go for Shane Stewart. Skip Jackson running out of time. Now gets a drive to the inside of Brooke Tatnell. Skip Jackson going to have 2 more turns to get it done. Off turn 4, down to the waving checkered flag. Shane Stewart picks up heat race in number 2. Paul McMahon 2nd, Lance Deweese 3rd, Brooke Tatnell in the 4th spot.
Mike, Ford Dealers of Iowa. Ford pace truck pulls it on the back straightaway. We can set to go. 10 laps the distance. Top 4 cars will go to the A. Bob Hildreth setting the pace, bringing them around turns 3 and 4 to the white line. And turn 4, green flag. Everybody mixing it up as Justin Henderson goes 3 wide right through the middle of turn 2. Down the back chute. Ty Bart's the leader. Adam West in the 2nd spot now. Justin Henderson running 3rd. Casey Kane up into the 4th and final transfer. Mark Kinzer running 5th. Now back up front. The race is for the 3rd spot. Down the back chute, side by side racing into turn 3. They're going to go 2 wide, now 3 wide in turn 4. Justin Henderson is on the move up into the 2nd spot. Now your race is for the lead. Casey Kane moves up to the 3rd spot. Now Justin Henderson takes the lead down the back chute. Justin Henderson, your new leader, as Casey Kane works Ty Bart's for 2nd. Got it down the front straightaway. Casey Kane now up into the 2nd spot. Ty Bart's back to 3rd. Mark Kinzer running 4th. Sammy Swindell 1 spot out of transfer. Mark Kinzer now working on the 3rd spot from Bart's. Got it. He'll move up to the 3rd spot. Ty Bart's running in the 4th spot, but not for long. Knocking on the door. Don't look now. It's Sammy Swindell. Swindell to the inside takes the 4th and final transfer. off turn 4. Justin Henderson still showing the way into turn number 1. Now they'll work through turn 2. Now Casey Kane still in that second spot. Your race back in the 5th position now. Calvin Landis moves by Ty Barnes 4th position. Joey Saldana still buried back in the field. He's trying to make his way toward the front right now. He'll ride the 7th spot. Joey Saldana moves by Ty Barnes in turn 2 down the back chute. That is your race for 7th. Justin Henderson, the South Dakota Carnival R19 leading the way. Casey Kane down the back chute, reeling in. Take a look into turn 3 and 4 now. Your race for the lead. You've got a new leader. Oh, Justin Henderson off the pedal hard down the front chute. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Setting the pace as they work through turns 3 and 4. They'll go by the Goodyear sign. He's on the loud pedal. Green flag is out. Down into turn 1. Keep your eye on Joey Saldana. He tries for the run around the top. Landis goes to block now. Joey Saldana to the inside. The race for the transfer. White flag is out. 1 to go. Casey Kane, the leader. Mark Kinzer running in the 2nd spot. Sammy Swindell 3rd. Now Joey Saldana up into the 4th and final transfer. This time by, they'll work through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag will be out. Heat race number 3, your winner, Casey Kane. Mark Kinzer comes home 2nd. Sammy Swindell comes home to the 3rd spot.
Caution lights are out. We'll try once again at the chalk stripe. We need them 2 by 2. And everybody knows to tail when we get to that chalk stripe. As Chuck Swenson, Mike Moore, hang on, John Hagan getting up over a wheel. Hagan keeps it straight as we bring him down into turn number 1. Swenson's the leader. Mike Moore, though, going to the cushion. Mike Moore to the outside, takes the lead down the back straightaway. Mike Moore keeps that black 69 right on the cushion. Chuck Swenson trying to come back on the bottom. Still wheel to wheel at the flag stand. It's Mike Moore just barely. 3 wide racing now for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Jason Sides on the move, and that 7S car pulls up alongside Chuck Swenson. Ed Lynch Jr. already up into the 4th spot. Jan Howard rounds out your top 5. Aaron Crocker running in 6th, needs a couple more spots to transfer to tonight's A main. Jason Sides now goes to 2nd, tries to bring Ed Lynch Jr. along with him. Yes, indeed, Ed Lynch gets by the X car, Chuck Swenson. Swenson now back on the bubble. All right, now Mike Moore, though, still setting the pace. 3 laps down, 7 more remaining. Oh, hang on, Chuck Swenson. As your pole sitter, Chuck Swenson loops the X car over in turn number 2. So Mike Moore trying to hang on, has a lot of heavy hitters following behind him. Doug Clark gives him the green, and Mike Moore down into turn number 1, blocks Jason Sides on the bottom. Sides, though, going to try to get a nice run off the bottom in turn 2. Sides takes the lead, but here comes Aaron Crocker. Aaron Crocker now up into the top 4. Jan Howard trying to get back by her. Howard on the high side. Crocker goes to block. Howard now ducks underneath. Meanwhile, Ed Lynch Jr. up into the 2nd spot, gets by the 69 of Mike Moore. Kevin Fry also on the move after being sent to the tail. He's back into the top 5. Kevin Fry in that competitive competition 2K car, right down on the bottom rim of the racetrack, trying to run down Aaron Crocker, but Aaron Crocker's not done yet. Pulls out to pass the 69 of Mike Moore. Aaron Crocker now to 3rd. Mike Moore now back on the bubble. He's got Kevin Fry coming. Jason Sides leading, Ed Lynch Jr. 2nd. Now look at the battle for that transfer spot. Here comes the 2K. Kevin Fry sweeps to the inside of the 69. Kevin Fry now back into a transfer spot. Jason Sides, Ed Lynch Jr., Aaron Crocker, Kevin Fry, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your transfer cars right now. 5th spot to the 69 of Mike Moore. 7th spot is the 51 of Jan Howard, followed by the 4 of John Hagan, the 91 of John Cernett, and the X of